Oh, I'm probably dead. Who res me? Koldat! So I've decided to do a video regarding the big concern between quick fix and painkillers. A lot of folks still have quick fix in their builds, and painkillers is ultimately superior in every single way. Well, I shouldn't say every single way, but in a majority of ways. I will give a heads up, there's a lot of swearing in this video because I was super ticked off during the stream. Why certain shit like this could easily be prevented with through any heist, such as this one, XYZ. So just a heads up, so if get your big boy pants on, we're going pretty deep in this one. Kev, are you really running in front? Yes, absolutely. Because you know why? Stop calling me weeb. Do you know why I do this? Like, there's bad information from higher YouTubers giving shit fucking reasons for why quick fix is better than painkillers, and I'm here to prove fucking otherwise. Let me see. Yeah, I still got 30% rezzed. So let me go over everything. So when you get rezzed, let's see here. When you get rezzed, how much HP you got? 40. So 40 HP. So I don't think that might have saved me. Let me double check though. 225 times by, well, actually, let me just enter this. 100 minus 86 is 14. So 225 times by 0.14, 31. I would have been saved. I would have been saved. Painkillers would have saved me. Because if we roll the clip, so I get you, finish you, get hit once, click you. I had 48 HP at the end from this, but the res was 40. Yeah, sure, I was wearing suit, and this is where like a heavier armor set would have been better. But again, the fact is, painkillers would have been minus 86%. If I clicked maybe just a point fraction of a second faster, but I'm not Asian and I'm Canadian, I died because of quick fix. Quick fix is bad. And this is why. I would have been saved, I would have more bullets. Granted, yes, I did play bad at the start earlier, trying to rush all the way to the end without proper cover with Kingpin. I get it. But the fact if you're running Inspire, if you're running first aid kits, like I can't tell from KV. So if he had first aid kits on his build, makes sense. It makes sense. However, if you're running doctor bag setups, always go for painkillers, regardless. Because like the difference between 30% and 86% is huge. I would have taken 31.5 damage or 158 damage. That's it. Simple as that. Yeah. So this right here and this and this. Don't ever, like, come on. So as we see in the first revive, simply put, quick fix put me at minus 30% damage reduction, which got me killed because I wasn't quick enough to kill the last guy that hit me. Painkillers, as shown in the quick calculations of math, would have saved me. And as you see on the second res, it says minus 86%. That's where I got these numbers from, in case anybody's wondering. If this was my last life, I would have been straight into custody from the initial res, and that would have ended up pretty badly. Thankfully, I still had an extra life. Life was good. And now you're probably thinking, well, you would have probably died with just 2 hits anyways. This is just a health perk deck. I'm going to give you the best example I ever had in pubs. And this is amazing. I still praise it. It's on my Steam guide too. In this example, I'm basically doing the best I can. I got flanked. by spawns behind me, try to make as much space for the objective, trying to gather these stupid money bundles for Locke. Here I'm playing armor. So a guy randomly joins, hits the res right away with painkillers, and as you can see, look how many hits was that. I didn't even trigger the 2-second invulnerability. I know it's a lot to swallow, and I'm going to have to slow it down and say every little bit. So here we go. Obviously, my teammates weren't prepared for this. One's in custody. Hooray. Another one got down. Now we got 2 dozers. One of them's a green dozer with a big shotgun and a flashbang. So probably the worst case scenario. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. If you can count the white little reticules. I took a lot. And without that minus 86% from painkillers, I probably would have had 2 seconds left with the armor, but my armor might have been potentially suppressed due to enemy grays trying to run into cover, and it probably wouldn't have regened. So if this was quick fix, I would have been dead again and quite potentially easily put into custody. And stuff like that is why everybody needs to be re-educated properly, because Mr. Beecroft is all like, hey, quick fix is better. No, it is not. And that right there is a prime staple. Even with Suit Kingpin, I would have been saved by 1 bullet from a heavy zeal. Not to bash anything on you or anybody else, saying that I'm doing high in-depth analysis. The thing that I like is questioning how could that been done better. One, I could have obviously positioned or played it slightly better. Don't get me wrong, I went crazy. I played kind of bad. Does the quick fix 10% actually ever give an extra hit on any build? No. I'm dead fucking serious. No. There's no point to be running that 10% extra little bit. I literally cannot understand why Beecroft always insists on quick fix on DB then. Because, have you looked at the rest of his builds? There's a reason why Kara is trying to fix them. Because we have way too many pubs with problems. And I slightly agree with Net saying that it's weird going without it, totally. But if you know the maps and where, okay, if you like heat zone a map, actually, let me, well, interaction doesn't change. It's the deploy. See, the interaction doesn't change. It's the deploy, right? Quick fix is your deploy. That's all it does, and it's by 50%. This 10% for 120 doesn't do shit for anarchists, doesn't do shit for armor-based builds. It may slightly help for HP, but the 10% is, what the fuck are you doing? If you're running an HP-based perk deck, you got Hostage Taker and Partners in Crime anyways. So that 10% damage decrease won't make a fucking difference. If you look at Grinder, let's look at Grinder, okay? Grinder, 322 HP, right? 322 HP. Let's pull up Mr. Calculator again. Mr. Calculator, what do you got? 322 plus 69 for a Joker. 391. Let's say you take a bag. 225 times 0.90, so that's 202. Guess what? You take 2 shots out of nowhere. Let's say your Grinder Healy thing is out of commission. What if you times that number by 2? That's 405 damage. Guess what? That 391 doesn't save you. This also affects builds. Lower or equal to 322 HP with a Joker, such as Gambler. What others? I think Ex-President? Ex-President? If you get double shot twice super fast. Ex-President is good though because your secondary health pool should kick in right away. And I guess the other one would be Hacker, I guess, but Hacker you should have a CC stun. What about Tag Team? Tag Team, again, stuff like this. There's absolutely no reason to have fucking quick fix at all. Ever. I don't want to rant on this shit any fucking more. I just sadly have to. It's dumb. I can understand quick fix for FAQ-based builds. All the time. Totally. 100%, no biggie. Because people need to deploy those first aid kits because those things are, they need it. They need it. I get it. And it makes sense. You go up the left tree and you go up the right tree for doctor bags. I get it. These things got to be put down quick because there's bullshit that happens in the game. I totally get it. See if I can get like a map. First world. Oh shit. Somebody actually made a fucking map. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is perfect. Holy shit. Who the fuck did this? This is beautiful. Excellent. Okay, gonna blind your eyes, chat. You ready? This is First World Bank. Very good. I just pulled this off of Google Images. Okay? Now, if you were to be smart with your doctor bags like a professional player, if you were to be smart, this is what you would fucking do. Alright? I'm gonna draw these little circles. These are gonna be called heat circles, okay? These are going to be like hot zones, right? Where people should typically be in a location. So here's First World Bank, right? You're basically waiting for the drill. So you got two spots, right? I don't know what the fuck this is, but we'll take this RNG for example, right? So this is fine. So a heat spot would typically be like probably where you're going to position yourself, probably here and probably on the upper as well. So why not place a doctor bag beforehand? So then people can go get it. This side, no different. One at the bottom, and maybe one by the offices or something up there. You got two of them. Your team probably has two of them. Who the fuck cares? Put one lower, right behind the metal detector, right behind the metal detector, right in the window spot. And this one could be kind of situational, whether, yeah, I don't think the offices over there would be a good idea. Probably like one, like the manager's office or something like this, right? This would make more sense. Totally would make more sense. Just place it ahead of time. Place it ahead of time. You don't have to place it when you fucking need it. Just place it ahead of time. So then your team knows where it is too. Wow. Okay, now you broke the drill. Okay, now we could place your second one. And the next one could be back here. Depending on your drill location, well, I guess we can use what we ran into. Like, this was our map, right? So since we didn't get this long, crazy hallway, this is just 3 doctor bags. This is just 3. So why do you need quick fix? Quick fix only helps you deploy the doctor bag faster. And shit, this is only 2 people with doctor bags. And then you have one for maybe situational. This is perfect. Maybe you could have one back here, I don't know. Or have one randomly, I don't know. The fact that, yes, I overextended, I understand I played fucking bad. There's no reason. There's no fucking, like, I deserved the death. Don't get me wrong, I deserved it, and it happened. Yes. I deserve the death. That's cool. But the fact that I got rezzed and it was just one heavy that kicked my ass when I had 40 HP, Hostage Taker put it to 48, and 225 times by point, what was it, 14. And if you do the math, that's 31, that's 31. 31.5 damage. I would have survived. I would have lived. It's a reason on my build guide I have a great example here. And I might, like, if you know the map and you place the doctor bag ahead of time in like heat zones where somebody might fucking die, because like he may not die next to the bag, but if you res him with painkillers, say he died over here, say okay, let me make this a different color. Let me make this, okay, so blue, the blue heister died here, right? If you res him with painkillers on this, you know, this little balcony, or say through this wall, I don't fucking know. He can simply run over there. He's got 5 seconds. He can go to the doctor bag, heal up. And the doctor bag interaction is still the same. Or, if he's blind, he's probably going to get all the way up to cover. So that's probably 5 seconds. And then he's in full cover. Nothing should hit him. He's perfectly fine. I understand. Kingpin has a high health pool. And I had a Joker. This is why that 40 HP comes into play. Other perk decks that have, say if you did Suit and Rogue, for example, without a Joker, yeah, Quick Fix and Painkillers will not fucking matter. We're going to take our little medic bags, or heat zones, right? We're going to take our little heat zones, put them over here. So, typically in the first start of Big Bang, all the AI is going to be rushing basically in these directions on the first wave. So, heisters are typically going to be in this direction. You see me in a lot of gameplay where I like to put the medic bag right over here. Because then this, when it's connected, you can actually access the medic bag on each side. Okay, perfect. So let me put this in theater mode so it's a little bit bigger. So, as you can see, nobody is down. Nobody is down. So if you know the map, all you gotta do is say, hey, why don't I place one ahead of time so I save myself the 50% deployment? So I'll place it right here. I'll just place it. Just leave it there. And then I can go grab it whenever I need to grab it. I don't have to be worried, and now my team knows where it is, and they don't even have to ask for it if they're great. Amazing. Because, like, if this guy dies, you can res him, and then he can run all the way back and grab this medic bag here. Here's relatively more cover than whatever the fuck's going on where he doesn't need to be. And same thing on this side. Like, he could put... Obviously, you got the spawns here, and spawns upper. You can easily put a medic bag right there ahead of time. That's why I put it there, so you can access on both sides. Then you can place your other medic bag, maybe in that corner, or maybe on the upper offices if they're unlocked. So there is absolutely no reason to run Quick Fix if you're saying, okay, I need to deploy it faster because I'm dead. The only example I can think of is Hoxton Breakout Day 1. But if everybody has doctor bags, or at least 2 people has one, you can run to a corner, the car shop, or some form of cover, just place one ahead of time. Doesn't have to be right away, or when you desperately need it. TLDR, Painkillers is better. Please don't be misinformed. Give it a try. The only thing that I do agree is that they don't tell you how strong it is. Because the minus 86% is huge. Absolutely huge. It works great with armor, and it works great with HP-based builds. Absolutely. Muscle Kingpin, one of them. Any armor-based stuff like armor, sociopath, infiltrator, or anything with 70 armor. If you have 70 armor, you can tank, what is that, 3 hits? 31.5 times 2? Yeah, you can tank 3 hits. 3 hits with 70 armor. Holy shit. Quick Fix may be, like I say, Quick Fix is better for those that are dying more often, and it's only meant for the faster deploy. The minus 10% is not worth it. It does nothing. It doesn't change any breakpoints for armor, and it won't make a difference for HP, because in most HP builds, you either have a Joker for Partners in Crime Days for that 69 extra HP, or you got a Hostage Taker to heal it all up. The only time I'd say you run Quick Fix is first aid kits. Maybe, but Quick Fix with uppers with first aid kits makes sense to me. I get it. You should be able to tank and push a lot harder, maybe clear the area before resing with a flashbang. Cool. But this is superior in every fucking way possible. Painkillers is OP. I used to run quick fix back in the day because I thought that 10% was good. It makes sense on paper, 10% less damage for 120 seconds. But it doesn't change any breakpoints. It ain't gonna change anything if you're dead again. I'll say that. It ain't gonna change anything. You're just gonna go up, you're gonna go down, and you're done. Easy. Okay, are we ready? I think we're ready. So, I have found one use that may be prevalent in breakpoints. Again, like I mentioned earlier, quick fix is probably better for Stoic because you're constantly using your HP pool. That's fine. But if you're running an HP-based perk deck, you have a Joker, and you probably have some form of healing, such as Hostage Taker, stuff like that. But primarily for Dr. Bags, you should not put quick fix. I prefer painkillers. Obviously, I already stressed this. There's only one thing I was able to find with this, and that is using Iron Man with Anarchist on a suit value. That's it. And I'll show why here. So, same build. Nothing's changed. And yeah, so we're going to place that Dr. Bag really fast. Ah! There it is. Really fast. Even though the 1 extra second really doesn't matter. I'm going to get our little guy that does 225 damage, and as you will see, he will break my armor. So he broke my armor, and as you can see, the little icon on Wolf HUD, Vanilla HUD Plus, saying, hey, the armor right below is, it blew up. So I'm going to farm some armor back, because that's how Anarchists work. Get everything back. Let's make sure she's full. Cool. Now we're back to where we were. Now, what if we change the scenario to say, hey, I need quick fix because 120 seconds of minus 10% damage reduction is going to save me. Well, it won't be a lot. It won't be a lot. And as you can see, it's the same interaction time. It's just the deploy. And look, I can take 2 hits now. That's the only time I can figure maybe this might be a good idea. But if you have Berserker in your build with Anarchist-based setups, this is not good. Because now you're healing, you lost your damage, and now you're becoming more of a tank. Our Anarchist is not an armor tank perk deck in the first place. But this is just a quick and dirty example of, you know, stuff like this isn't really needed. And it's 120 seconds. What if you're running towards an objective and doing something, and your 120 seconds is up? As I'm talking here, we're already halfway done with the cooldown of the minus 10% damage reduction. I get it. I used to run it too. I used to be a new player. I used to be dumbfounded to stuff like this until I started playing, testing, and trying these things out. And the 120 seconds, well, like I said, it makes sense on paper. However, it's just too inconsistent for proper gameplay that should be consistent. Painkillers is better so they don't go up and down like a yo-yo when you go to res them. And we don't want double downs. That's not good. If you're going to be dying lots, and if you have a low health pool and a low armor pool too, like I said earlier, if you're running like Suit Rogue, for example, relying on dodge, maybe it might be better. Just maybe it might be better. But there's other perk decks out there that people play, such as Stoic, Armor, Anarchist, Crew Chief, Muscle, Kingpin. Those are high health, higher armor decks than your standard Dodge, Hacker. I said Rogue a billion times, don't get upset. Stuff like that. But this is the only quick example for breakpoints for armor that I can quickly find. But like I said earlier, quick fix may be better for such as those like Stoic or FAC-based builds. That's it. As I keep recording this video, I can safely say I found one other breakpoint, but again, it goes back to the fact that it's 120 seconds long, and are you really going to rely on it? And are you really going to spend the points for ICTV armor? Or it gives you 221 armor? And you drink up that Doctor Bag so a Zeal unit does 202.5? Well, I don't think it makes for consistent gameplay like I mentioned before. So just throwing it out there, backing up my evidence saying, well, I guess there's more than one use to having quick fix in your build, but how many points are you going to spend for Iron Man in, you know, certain setups? Just throwing that out there. Again, I don't recommend this whatsoever because, well, Painkillers is better for armor-based builds anyways. And I don't know what else to say other than you're spending unnecessary points where they could be put elsewhere. Maybe Frenzy for damage and stuff like that. Who's the judge? Builds are like waifus. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. Don't make me ever fucking lecture this shit again. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid.